tell us about how did you get back to work?
It was very hard to decide to leave home and the kids. I faced this 2 times. The first time it was like I was in Oman, and my BA was in Spanish, and I didn't know how to put the Spanish in Oman. There was no chance for me to survive there with my career path. So I started to look online on anything that what the market needs, and how can I change my career path to something that I can do better with. So I found a lot of things talking about marketing and social media. It was like in the beginning of the 2010, I think 2009. So it was the boom, the social media, Facebook, how to manage everything. So I started taking online courses. In the meantime, I was like around my daughter at that time in the nursery, and I taught a little bit of English, but I felt that it was not my position there.
So you worked as a teacher in nursery,
yeah,
with your daughter?
Yes, just to be with my daughter, because this feeling of guilt was like killing me. How should I leave my 1-year-old daughter and go to work? So the best decision for me was to work with my daughter in the nursery around her until I see what can I do. So the next step was moving to Dubai, and you know UAE is a land of opportunities. And at that time I was pregnant. I wanted to go back to work, but as I was pregnant, it was a surprise that it is very hard to find a job if you're not pregnant. So how you will apply? It was really hard. It was shocking because it was not in my calculations. So a little bit in the beginning I was sad because I wanted to do something else. But then I started to take more online courses. I started to find, as I know a lot of languages, I know how to translate also. So I went to the field of translation from home, got a lot of projects, and slowly I was introduced more to the social media freelancing while I was pregnant. So
can you tell us a little bit, let's give the followers a little bit of more insights about the platforms that you got the online courses from, something that you recommend, and how were you able to find freelance jobs while you were at home?
Now, basically, the most easiest way to learn something, seriously, it is from YouTube. It just provides everything. Of course, if you need a diploma or certificate or any accreditation, you can go to Udemy. And the other websites that at that time it was Nitrak. It's a Jordanian initiative by Queen Rania. So it
is still amazing, by the way.
It was the first year for Nitrak, and it was the first course about digital marketing. So I rushed into it, and I'm so proud that I know it is online. It doesn't matter. It gives you the information that you need to proceed. So about freelancing and how to find job, it was part preferences and part you have to research. You have the time. You're staying at home. You have time. You can't say that you don't have. So I kept researching. I kept putting in the search bar freelance, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, UAE, and yes, by time I could find Nabesh. I used Nabesh, also freelancer. All of them brought me a lot of good jobs, and this is how I built my first steps in my career. So, as you told me, I keep going from one city to another. I had to move another time to Abu Dhabi, and with every movement, it's like restarting everything from all over again. So I had to look for a job. This time I decided to find a physical real job. It was a little bit challenging because not all organizations or companies admit the freelancing or the online accreditations. So I kept looking, and I found a very good company which supported me a lot, and I grew with that company. Eventually I was the social media manager there, and now alhamdulillah I am a digital marketing consultant and communication, and I'm doing my master's. This is the last semester. So
wow, bravo Lisa, super mama.